Welcome to this Practice Management Pearls session. Dr. Sherry Berger talking today with Sandy Walsh. We're taking on your top 3 stressors in practice. This week, we asked managers and owners what they had to say were their top 3 stressors. Today, Sandy, we're addressing a question from a manager who posed this particular question. And that is, how do I deal with all of my other duties when staff issues take up all of my time? What do you say about that?
Well, that's a pretty common scenario in practices, and most managers actually face that on a daily basis. Part of it is their own doing because they take on too much, and the other issue is that the team doesn't understand the responsibilities and roles of the manager. And if, as a manager, if you came up through the ranks and are also still working on the floor in the practice, whether you're a receptionist or a technician, it's very hard to separate yourself from being on the floor and handling the duties that need to happen during the day and being a manager and dealing with the issues that you have to with the team. So part of it is setting the expectations with the team that there are times during the day or the week or the month where you have very specific job duties that you have to do. It may be, payroll or performance evaluations, something that you need to do undistracted. And it's okay to ask for that time. You just need to make sure that the team understands that there are times during the day where you may not be available unless it's an emergency. And I think what I recommend to managers most often is to have some structure to your day, have some structure to your schedule, have some downtime, and by downtime, I mean office time. And if you're fortunate enough to have an office, and then also fortunate enough to have an office with a door, it's okay to shut the door. And I think that's where we struggle because we want to be available all the time. We want to have that open door policy, and I think that's great, but it shouldn't come at the expense of us getting our work done because then we never feel like we got everything done during the day. So it's okay to ask a staff member to come back later, again, unless it's an emergency or something that's critical, and you know what those things are. To say, hey, you know what, I really want to talk to you about this. We need to have a meeting. Let's do it at 2 o'clock and stick to that. And I think we need to make sure that we're controlling our schedule a little bit more than our schedule controlling us. And if we allow our staff to kind of suck us dry by demanding our attention all the time and expecting an immediate response when maybe it doesn't need one, we aren't able to get our job done. So create that balance in your day, have some structure to your schedule, and don't be afraid to ask the team member to come back later. So that's our VetVine Practice Management Pearl for the day.